All right, folks. So in this episode, I'm going to share not one, but two mock draft scenarios for the Indianapolis Colts for the 2023 NFL Draft. Now, I want you guys, the fans, to take and go down below in the comments. Let me know, did you like scenario one or scenario two? And then we can have a conversation from there. I'm going to go ahead and share scenario one on my screen right now, this mock draft. I'm going to talk about the people who I selected and why I chose them. And once we're done with that, we'll move it over to scenario two and we'll take it from there. Here we go. Scenario one, starting now. So in this scenario, I only made it to where there is literally no trades. Scenario one and scenario two. But scenario two is going to be drastically different. So I went with the quarterback. The best person on the board was Will Levis. Much like Anthony Richardson, they are both going to be surprise players. I don't think this would be much of a gray area. They're either going to be really freaking good or really not good. Anthony Richardson, I did not choose him at 4. And the reason I did not select him at 4 is because I felt like he was more of a workout warrior at the draft. And in the first several games of the college football season this last year, he didn't even throw a touchdown. He struggled with turnovers, and he's a long-term project, if you're asking me. I hope he works out, and I hope that I am wrong and I swallow these words. But I feel like Will Levis had a lot more to take an offer, and with given the weapons, he's going to ball out. Pick number 35. Tyler Scott. This guy's literally, he has to be top 3 conversation. Him, Josh Downs, and Jackson Smith in the jig, but I'd have to say are the best top 3 slot receivers. And Tyler Scott can play all over the field. He can run the seam. He can run the post. He could do little dig routes. He can do it all. He's also a friend of the show. I know him personally, and if you get a chance, check out my interview with him. Tyler is a really, really freaking good dude. I mean, just godly guy, team first guy. I mean, he's the guy you want on a team, and the leader of men, why not? Tyler Scott. Next person I have, also friend of the show. I know him personally. I interviewed him roughly about 2-3 weeks ago, is Jackson Kirkland. He's literally top 3 best guard/tackle in this draft. He played guard while at University of Washington. This guy's 6'7", a behemoth of a man, and he's a buff 6'7". Like, he should look like he should be in like a movie with The Rock playing, I don't know, Thor's brother. I don't know what I'm talking about. He's just a freaking big guy. But the guy, statistically, he is amazing. He did wonders, and he shook up the college football scene up over there in the Pacific Northwest. Next person I have here is Darius Rush. Very good cornerback, a tall cornerback. Like him a lot. Then we have Emil Ikior. I was reading up on him. Very, very good interior O-lineman. If you're getting an Alabama O-lineman, just like if you get an Ohio State O-lineman or Michigan O-lineman, chances are they're going to work out pretty well for you. So can't go wrong there. Then I got Nick Jones. I know Nick personally. Nick is fantastic. Interviewed him here on the show. Check out that interview, by the way. This guy they're saying that he could go anywhere between rounds 4 and 6. He's a scrappy cornerback. He could run the nickel. I mean, he could do everything. So Nick Jones is a guy from Ball State where he's going to make a lot of noise in the NFL. I'm excited to see where he lands. Hopefully he lands on the Colts. He's a Midwestern kid too. He's from Detroit originally, and Indianapolis is right down the street from him. And who better than Nick Jones? Then there's Lonnie Phelps. And a lot of mock drafts have him going as a day 3 pick. If you get a chance, check out how Lonnie Phelps took and did at the Reese Senior Bowl. Lord have mercy, he went off. He freaking went off, and he did very well at the NFL Combine as well, too. That's a guy I'm trying to get on the show as well, too. If you're not familiar with my channel, number 1, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Number 2, I've had over 60 NFL draft prospects on this show, man. So, total interviews, I'll say probably closer to about 40 draft prospects on the show. But yeah, man, check out that interview, man. It's a lot of fun with Nick Jones. But Lonnie Phelps is one I'm trying to get on here. Then I got Tyler Lacey. Okay, D lineman. This guy, this isn't a super deep D tackle draft. So I'm expecting this guy probably to be a backup, maybe a rotation, potentially could be a starter. He has tremendous upside, great upper body strength. But one of my favorite picks in this whole draft in scenario 1 is going to be Braden Willis, who's literally Kelsey. He's literally Travis Kelsey. This guy, he can block. He gets separation as a tight end. Lord have mercy. I can't express how much I love it. They've even put him in trick plays where he's done quarterback. He did amazing. He led the Oklahoma Sooners in touchdowns for that team. He did a fantastic job. Braden Willis, also, I know him as well too. I've had him on the show. Guy is fantastic, and he's gonna, yeah, that guy. He may be the literally epiphany of a draft gem in this year's NFL draft. Very, very exciting guy. I expect him once he makes a roster to be starting day one. Unfortunately, I don't think I've ever seen a tight end draft this deep before, so it's going to be very interesting. But that's my scenario one. I'm about to go to scenario two. I'm going to stop real quick. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Comment below. Let me know how I did. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you like Anthony Richardson? I'm not too high on him, but I hope he does well. I'm from Florida, man, so I want him to do well. Let's go to scenario two, y'all. Here we go. Boom. Doug did not select a quarterback at number 4. Look, Jackson Smith and Jigba has potential to literally be amongst the Devontae Adams of the NFL, the Hopkins of the NFL. I mean, literally just a top tier, number 1 tier receiver in the NFL. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Folks, I have him taken in going number 4. I think it'd be a great pick. And here's why. If you're not high on Anthony Richardson, if you're not high on Will Levis, okay, folks, get Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker is going to price. If the Baltimore Ravens don't get him later, that's the only team I'm probably worried about a little bit, if I'm being honest with you. Perhaps the Ravens, maybe, right? But Hendon Hooker potentially is the best quarterback in this draft. And before that injury, he was freaking fantastic. He's big, he's tall, he's athletic. He's a true pocket quarterback. Hendon Hooker. Heck of a football story. Big hands, man. Great freaking nice tight spiral, man. Throws the deep ball. You can say stuff about Bryce Young, oh, he's too little, but he makes all the right plays. But can someone who's 180 pounds or however light he is, stay healthy? We have these questions about these guys. CJ McCollum, he balled out for Ohio State, but have we seen an Ohio State quarterback ball out for a long time? Justin Fields, question still up in there. I don't want this episode to be about quarterbacks, because I could go on and on. Let's continue the mock draft. I got Hendon Hooker. I think he's going to ball out, man. I'm excited. Then I got Blake Freeland, okay? Offensive tackle. He played right tackle. He played left tackle from BYU. Dude is beast. Trevius Hodges-Tomlinson. This is the cousin of LaDainian Tomlinson. Fun fact. I think I heard they're like second or third cousins or something like that. This guy's a ball hawk, very scrappy. I like him a lot. There are other cornerbacks I'd prefer, I'll be honest with you, but he is a very good cornerback. Very good cornerback. Doesn't give up a lot of plays, and I think he could potentially be a starter his rookie year. Then there's Moro Ojomo. This guy balled out for Texas, man. He made a lot of big plays, man. He's not a super fast guy, but he's very strong, and he could take on double teams, man. Love that there. Then there's Jerome Garvin. It's always good to have we're talking receivers. We're talking boost up the offense. We're talking about taking Colts to the next level. You got to have a guy like Jerome Garvin in here. And this is why. Jerome Garvin had two hurries and 1 QB hit. All of last year. No sacks. Did you hear me? I said no sacks. This guy's low-key, man, and in my opinion, he's not getting enough attention. Also, before we go to the next pick, please go down below, hit that subscribe button, helps the channel grow. If you want to take and donate, man, I've been doing this for 3 years. Over 60 professional athletes have been on this show. I cover all 32 NFL teams. Go down below, donate. That always helps a lot. I always appreciate y'all. And I'll, of course, hit that subscribe button. Then we got Sean Shivers. I actually have him coming on the show tomorrow. I'm filming this right now, March 29th. So him and I got a show coming out within the next 2 to 3 days. Y'all be sure to check that out. Sean Shivers, okay. You look on the stat board. He has quite a few touchdowns. Played for Auburn for 4 years and 1 year for the Indiana Hoosiers. This guy even though he's a buck 85, you look at his shoulders and they dang near touch his ear. This guy is he's like mini beast mode. And yeah, I don't see, obviously he's not gonna take over for Walker. We have literally one of the best running backs in the whole league. He's in the Saquon Barkley category, daggone it. But if the event he goes down, or if you want to have someone there in the mix up, why not have a guy like Sean Shivers? Why freaking not? He's amazing. Trey Tucker, friend of the show. I know him personally. I've interviewed him. Check him out. Trey Tucker. Look, let me say something. I know y'all know who Devin Hester is. I'm not saying he's the next Devin Hester, but this guy, he makes Devin Hester-like plays when returning the ball. He can do punt returns. He can do kick returns. Not to mention, he can also play slot. He could play receiver. And he tied Tyler Scott, his teammate, who I had in mock draft version number 1 over at Cincinnati. They grew up together, by the way. I've interviewed both of them. Great guys. They're best friends. He took, and they both got 4.32. 4.32 seconds was their 40 time. Amazing. Guys, the premises of this mock draft is, all right, I'm going to beef up the O-line. I'm going to beef up the receiver core. You're still going to get a good quarterback. Is beefing it. I didn't go super heavy defense. I did not. Okay. I got 3 defensive players. But man, like, you got to choose one side of the ball and stick with it. I want to see the Colts do well this year. NFL football is fun when the Colts do well. I'm going to grow up a Dolphins fan. I'll keep it real with you guys. I want to see the Colts do well because they're a fantastic organization, and I have the utmost respect for them. Let's finish this mock draft. Trey Tucker, though, he makes Tyreek Hill type plays when playing receiver. He makes Devin Hester type plays. See, if you look at his neck, I want to see a picture of him in a suit. I don't know if that one exists on the internet. His neck is freaking buff like Tyreek Hill, man. It's awesome. Then Nick Jones. I think I had him. Let me see. Did I have him in version 1? Yeah, I had him in version 1. I love Nick Jones. I can't stop talking about Nick Jones. Nick Jones is one of those guys, like, he better not be a UDFA. He's probably going to go as early as round 4. I hope he's selected by round 6, though. He is so underappreciated. Had he went to USC, had he went to Alabama, everybody would be sweating bullets for him. But he went to Ball State, and he balled out at Ball State. I know y'all like that one. So he's very, very good. Lots of deflected passes. He's one of the best cornerbacks in this year's NFL draft. Folks, that's my mock draft today. You guys go down below, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, comment. Do you like it? Do I even know what I'm talking about, man? Let me know. I love talking with fans of the show. Also, as well, if there's anybody you want me to try to get interviewed on here before the draft, let me know. I got tons of connections. I can try and make that happen. Also, as well, go down below, donate. That helps out so much. I'm trying to spice it up, get some new equipment around here and everything. But you guys have a blessed night. Always know that Jesus loves you. And catch y'all next time on the Touchdown with Doug Smith. Thanks for watching another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith, where I cover all 32 NFL teams plus NFL exclusive interviews. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for the alerts, comment below, and we'll catch you next time on the Touchdown with Doug Smith.